the tunnel flip. I'm gonna demonstrate one real quick. Now at first the tunnel flip is going to be kind of awkward, mainly because you're side flipping but you're also moving forward, and it's usually done off one leg with a swing. So the two important keys is one, a side flip, and then also learn how to land and roll, because sometimes it's like a really awkward land. I guess if you saw, I kind of landed at this angle a little bit and kind of forced myself into this kind of roll. I wouldn't think of it like a cheat gainer, because you're not necessarily swinging through like this unless you can take control of it and turn it kind of back the other way, so you come out kind of facing forward. The basic walkthrough of it is like you saw. You come up at the wall, whichever foot's comfortable. If I'm going to be stepping with my left foot and swinging with my right, I kind of want to swing this way. There's not really a pivot involved, because I'm not going like this. My leg kind of stays here because I'm pushing off of it, so it's not going to be pivoting at all. If I try and pivot and push, it's going to be like that, and then, you know, lose balance. So kind of here, jump up, step, swing this leg around. Now if you notice, when I come, my leg's back here, so I kind of bring it out to the side and swing it inwards. Now the jumping part is kind of awkward. This is where most people kind of bail on it, because they're not used to this kind of movement. So once it's upside down, they're kind of like, oh my god. So get used to kind of running and jumping here. Don't jump off yet. If you jump off when you're walking through it, it's going to be really awkward, and some people, like, you know, actually fall on their butt, because the momentum from the swinging your leg, that's what's going to cause you to kind of rotate. Once that gets comfortable with you and you start tucking and spotting the ground, it becomes much easier. I'm going to do one real quick so you guys can kind of see again. Okay, tucking, controlling the flip is probably the hardest part. It's really hard to walk this thing slowly, because well, it's going in the air. If you're anything that's on the ground, it's easy to walk through slowly because something's always touching the ground. So this involves going in the air, so it's hard to walk yourself through slowly. But when you're here, coming this way, we're gonna jump up. All right, not so much up with the shoulders. Your shoulders want to throw to the side. Your hips and your legs is what kind of pushes you up. This leg is what's gonna swing this way to get you the rotation. Once this leg's up here, you kind of pull this leg. This leg's here still. This leg kind of pulls up like this. And that's the side flip motion there, where you turn and tuck. Then you look for the ground. Whenever you're coming out of your flip, when you're here tucking, and you see the ground, immediately brace for landing. If you can land straight up, whatever, find like this, great. If you feel the rotation slowing down, get ready to kind of land here and pull to a really low shoulder roll. That's gonna help save you a lot. I'll do a couple more for you guys, then I'll slow them down for you. Okay. As far as landing, if you're gonna land stiff without rolling, make sure you're not landing straight armed like here. Make sure your arms are bent a little bit. I still have to kind of work on that, so this isn't a perfect tunnel flip, but it's gonna give you guys a good example on how to work up to it. And when you get it down, it'll be flawless and it'll be so much fun. But when you're landing, you can land kind of like I do, where you're landing, go all the way down to your knees. It's gonna be easier on your knees, less pressure on your ankles. Try not to land flat-footed, because if it's on concrete or a hard landing, it's gonna send a shock like all the way up your legs and does not feel good at all. And be careful landing on your ankles. Land your ankles, or not your ankles, I'm sorry, on the balls of your feet. And then as you drop down, then place your hands down. Don't smack the ground if you can help it. Try and kind of cushion your fall. That's why you bend your arms a little bit when you land. That'll make it a little softer. I'll throw one last tunnel flip, and that's it. And that's a tutorial for the tunnel flip. Thanks you guys, stay positive.